My name is Antonio Lewis. I'm in the apartment with Parlay. Meet me in the apartment. Quit playing.
Hey, Parlay. Meet me at the apartment.
Yo, you already know this your boy Parlay, live from ATM Lounge. And we're in the apartment with Parlay. Meet me in the apartments. Listen, I love my city, ATL. Only thing I love more than Atlanta, it's the west side of Atlanta. Shout out to Bankhead, long live Swall, long live Shawty Low, and rest easy buddy, AKA We Fly. Now listen, y'all know how I pop it for the city, right? And I pop it for the west, right? If I had to say aside that growing up, I definitely, if I had to be from anywhere other in Atlanta, anywhere place in Atlanta beside the west side, and it's hard for me to say this, but if I had to be from anywhere else other than the west side, I would definitely be from Zone 3.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Okay. And my next guest who I got in here is definitely a Zone 3 representative. And I know, like, when I say this, what y'all thinking about, no, I'm talking about in the sense of everything that y'all not thinking of, in the sense of smart, intelligent, in the sense of being from Zone 3, never changing who you are, but still being able to accomplish the things that you want to accomplish without folding and being or breaking, especially in the field that you in, is very, very, very hard to do. You haven't seen many people do this. You know what I'm saying? And when people do this, they say you're crazy. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? I'd like to welcome my next guest to the show, Councilman Antonio Lewis.
Man, Parlay don't be playing. This man don't be playing, y'all. I appreciate you for bringing me on. You say Zone 3, I'm by the way of Cleveland Avenue.
Yeah.
And folks from Cleveland Avenue will be mad at me if I don't say where I'm from. So if I don't love Nen, I love Atlanta. But like you just gave me some, I'm gonna take this anywhere I go. Yeah. If I don't love Nen, I love Atlanta. But only thing I love more than Atlanta is Cleveland Avenue.
Cleveland Avenue.
No, I'm talking about. Real. I'm turning up on Cleveland Avenue.
Not for real. Yeah. First thing I want to say while we on the show is congratulations. You know what I'm saying? Congratulations for winning, for becoming elected councilman. You know what I'm saying? Especially after people like us don't get a chance to get in these positions a lot of times. But we are smarting up. And I remember when this whole phase started and it started to move and we doing all this marching and showing our voice, I remember you. And I remember I used to come to, when I first started coming to them, to all the activist stuff and everything all the activists doing, I used to always say, who the hell is this nigga with this blowhorn? Got this blow. Yeah, he gonna be lit energy. I was like, wow, I like him right there. You know what I'm saying? And then through the things that kept happening in the city and things kept happening in the world, we just kept uniting. And that time was my first time really stepping into that kind of realm. You know what I'm saying? So I'm new to it, but I like this shit because it reminded me of Black Panther.
God is good.
You know what I'm saying? It kind of put me in the field, like, directly in the field, like, okay, this what they was going through, this what, you know what I'm saying? It would never be the same, but I got a chance to really experience this shit.
No, it's the same. Don't let nobody trick you.
You know what I'm saying?
It's the same. Mm-hmm. We going through what Dr. King went through. Don't let nobody trick you.
No, for
like
sure.
They gonna trick her, they gonna act like that ain't this and that ain't that. This is that.
And so, that is this.
And I appreciate you doing what they used to do back then. Mm-hmm. You always hear that Dr. King, Coretta Scott King's Dr. King's wife, a musician, took care of her for the rest of her life. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like, that's a real thing because we were intertwined, bro. We twins. You from the west side, I'm from the south side. We experienced a whole lot of things in this city right here. And you said I had the blowhorn. Can I tell you why I had that blowhorn?
Why you had it, dog?
Because them folk gonna burn down our city. I had to tell them folk, you ain't want to burn down. I ain't want to burn down. We just wanted a different conversation in the city than what we was actually having. And so that's why I had the blowhorn calling them folk down, come from it. And Ray Shaw Brooke, my partner, and Oscar Kane, my partners. Like, they come from the same, we cut from the same piece of cloth, same T-shirt. Mm-hmm. Same T-shirt. They from Ray Shaw from Conley Road, right? He got killed on University. He from Conley Road. Yep. Pancake, his big homie. Sure. You know, Pancake and Big Boo, that's his real partner. You think about Oscar Kane, they're my real friends. So I know we had a lot of people that had flew into our city from out of the state, and because they were professional protesters. And they've been trained on how to protest. But I'm the person that trained them out of state. And I'm from this area. Yeah. So when I seen them coming to my area, I'm like, hold on, man. You don't even sound like us. You ain't from nowhere around here. Stop playing. We gonna move the right way. We can check these folks in Atlanta. We can check every politician in this city. You know what I'm saying? Because we control the dollar bill and we control the culture for the votes.
Facts.
And so that's why you seen me there, and that's why I was always trying to make sure you saw me there. And I would say my friend's name to you because, you know, like if one of us out here, please keep coming because it's our protest, not theirs, and it's our community, not theirs.
I think that moment right there was one of the biggest moments in our city, though. You know what I'm saying? This is I really seen, and when I say niggas, I don't mean the derogatory term. That's what we call our brothers. It's a term we call our brothers. So I know I'm going to different watches.
He let me slide right now.
You know what I'm
no, I'm talking about, but
so,
they know what I done probably said in my lifetime, but we ain't going to say it there.
Yeah. We in the Partment though, so this unapologetically too, but we still gonna be respectful.
Yes, sir.
But this is the first time I done seen niggas control the streets. Where say no police. I seen that block get controlled for like 3-4 weeks by niggas with guns. I said, bro, this shit is some crazy ass shit, bro. I ain't never seen no shit like this before, ever. You know what I'm saying? So to be in the forefront of that, to be around, to be in them rooms, to be having conversation with DAs and other politicians, and to doing all that, to you transitioning to this. What even got you in this? What even got you in this field in the first place?
I've been walking into this my entire life. Since I was 4 years old, I knew I was going to be an elected official in this city. I had goals for life because I knew somebody had to help us, right? I knew that. Not saying somebody got to help us. Somebody got to be the watchdog. Somebody got to go downtown and see what they doing with our money, right? Because it's our money, and we know they ain't getting it back to us, and we seeing a lot of people making money off our money. And so that's what I wanted to put myself into the space. And so since I was 4 years, I was president of my elementary school, my middle school, my high school. I'm from Cleveland Avenue. I went to a college in Missouri. What you think I was?
You president of that motherfucker
President of my
too.
college. Then get what? They created a president of all HBCUs in America, right? What you think I was?
President of that motherfucker too.
No cap, from Cleveland Avenue. No cap, from Cleveland Avenue. I told the girl who I married, she was the president of her school. She a lawyer now. I told her that weekend, I said, girl, you ever move to Atlanta, I'm going to marry you. Not that crazy because I understand ain't nobody like no people from Atlanta. I almost said that word. You just said. You know what I'm talking about? They ain't made us like us. We just got to get outside of 285 sometime and come back.
Facts.
Not that crazy. We just got to leave and come back.
I left and came back.
You heard about them country boys. Jesus used to talk about them country boys, right?
Yeah.
And you ain't even get it. Like you think about it, just street turn, right? Go talk to them country boys, make some money. Man, them folk buy your pimping from Atlanta, right?
Sure do.
And they buy our knowledge from Atlanta. Your pimping is your knowledge, right? So we legit got the knowledge that the world don't got because we been seeing people, black men win since we were born.
Facts.
When I ain't never seen black man get a foot stuck on by a white man and another black man ain't hit him, get him out of their way.
Yeah,
I ain't never seen that. I be seeing black men put their foot on other black men's neck down here because they got real power. You know what I'm saying? So I seen power. And what I recognize, my generation, my job, my turn, is to go outside of this city, go learn more. Like we had generations like our mayor, our current mayor, and our former mayor, Mayor Dickens and Mayor Reed, and Mayor who stayed in our city. They went to the colleges in our city, and they did those things. I went to college outside the city. And I grew up with my mom got killed when I was 2 years old, shot over 20 times, a victim of the Atlanta-Miami drug war. My dad is still in and out of jail. I just got him his first job. He ain't been in jail in a year. No cap.
Congratulations, congratulations.
So I'm saying that I seen all that, and I said, look, I'm going to go get me some knowledge, and I'm coming back because I want this city. Why I got to go somewhere else? I know we got Parlay in here. Parlay gonna take care of the whole west side if you treat him the right way. So as a city, we got to give the right people the resources. So like there was a time in which Maynard Jackson would find Antonio Lewis. His name was Arthur Langford Jr. at the time, right? Mm-hmm. He would say, man, here go every dollar you need for your whole side of the city. And that would happen. He would take care of that whole side. It stopped happening. And so I went and found the knowledge and came back home and it ain't happening again. Every day somebody see me with my shovel in the ground throwing some dirt. Know what I'm talking about?
Breaking new grounds.
Breaking new ground. Know what I'm saying? Because we bringing resources back.
No, even what you did back to school, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, next level.
You know what I'm saying?
Next
Open
level.
up Fame.
It
was great, man. The whole, if you understand how big that gym is, right?
Yeah. Yes, sir. Second biggest gym in the city.
Bruh, it was full from top to bottom, upstairs, downstairs. You couldn't even walk. The court was full. No, everything beautiful.
The biggest issue, we needed some more volunteers. That's a good issue to have, right?
Exactly.
And I'm going to tell you a caveat of that. I know these kids can't take no book bags to school that ain't clear. Me and you know that, right? We
sure.
know that because the issues going on and we respect it. So why I'm gonna give away a book bag that ain't clear?
Exactly.
So we bought 2,000 book bag, clear book bag. Why go to a book bag drive hosted by the city and them folk got some book bag they can't take to the school? What you playing with? I told my partner, I said, man, you gave me $20 when I was growing up. Why your daughter walk out here without a book bag? Quit playing with me. You my partner. You my big homie. Send your daughter over
Yeah,
here. Your dad and my big homie.
Hey, we got a book
Go in there
bag?
and get one of them.
You got a book bag? Hey, you got a book bag?
Yeah.
Go get you a
for
book
real.
bag.
Go get you one.
Yeah.
'Cause we ain't tripping and we paid for it and we ain't tripping about what your mom and your daddy got, right? Man, I went and found it. Brought it home. I want to be known for bringing it home. You know what I'm saying?
For sure that. Let me ask you this. Being from Cleveland, and Cleveland is probably one of the most dominant areas in Zone 3. You know what I'm saying? Even with all the people you grew up around, and a lot of them people went to my school, and I know a lot of them people. What was you holding on to make you not convert and do the same thing that everybody else was doing?
Who said I didn't? Right? And so, like, being a product of your environment is a real thing. And so I just always, just like you, man, we ain't slow in this city. Like, we got the smartest generation in the history of black people. Like, don't nobody know what I be saying when I say that. Can I tell you what that means?
Talk to them.
Everybody know how to read. For the first time in the history of black people, every time you look around, everybody got their phone out. If they got their phone out, that means they know how to read. When my granddad was going to school, my uncle going to school, my dad was going to school, my big brother going to school, somebody used to tap me on the shoulder, hey, man, you read this for me. So for the first time in the history of our planet, we ain't got nobody who asking that, right? So that's the first part. So I'm one of them people that know how to read. So I grew up in the same part that Big Boo grew up in, the same part that Jeffrey Williams / Young Thug grew up in, right? It's a library in that part.
Right
so
there.
No, I'm talking about. Yeah. And so the library, they know me.
It look just like Born Home Library.
Listen, no, cause hey, look, you know what somebody said? They came to Atlanta. They said, man, y'all libraries look like cathedrals.
They do.
Cathedrals.
They do.
Imagine you use it.
Round,
and
big.
So I used to be at that same part for the same amount of hours that everybody else did at that part, right? But I used to go into the library because I had no mama, no dad. Everybody had a mama and dad except me, bro. Nobody understood. I ain't have no mama or no daddy. So I used to have to get my water from the library. I used to eat my lunch with the barber across the street. And so I used to read. I used to get to the library at 8 o'clock in the morning. Even in sometimes I used to have to leave the house. I grew up in a trap house. My house, trap house, it rolling. Rolling, baby. You pull up and get anything you want. Anything you want. Know what I'm talking about? And so I got out 8 a.m. in the morning. I ain't watch cartoons. I was in the library. I was doing my cousin with me right now. Get my cousin. He's my rebounder. His big brother is my big cousin, my OG. He's still in prison right now. Second time going to prison for a 10-year bid. Not that crazy. This is my real cousin. We all grew up head to feet and used to have to fight for pillow. I always had a pillow. Everybody else in prison. And I'm a big one. I always had a pillow. Sit too. Shout it. I always had a pillow. So I'm saying that I grew up in the same environment, but I know we know how to read. And just like you ain't stupid, I ain't stupid. I always was trying to find my way out. And I had 3 options, right? I was gonna be a rapper, NBA player, or a politician. So man, I just had 3 routes. I was like, man, all 3 of these people be helping people. My whole goal was to get my mama a house, my grandmama a house, and help my cousin, and help my nephews, my sister.
You wanted to make change from an early start. It was already embedded in you as a kid.
Only 3 people from what I seen were helping for rappers, basketball players, and politicians. So I chose politician. And I mean, I chose all 3 on. I tried all. And I was good at all of them. I got a song with Young Thug. I'm telling I ran a circle around Young Thug. A lot of my song, right? No, now he can rap better than me. Even back then, probably. But he was way too young, probably, to know what he was. So I tried all 3 on full extent. And one on just worked out. Like one on worked out for you.
For sure.
Not that you're an activist, my partner. I see what you're doing in your second part.
And
you're doing this part. I'm saying, man, I was just trying all 3 on at the same time with the same amount of effort. So every day I read about politics, read about basketball, read about rapping. I work on my rapping, work on my politics, work on my basketball at that library. And God was just good. God don't be playing. If you are playing your work and then you work your plan. Playing your work, then work your plan. I've been planning my work and working my plan. So imagine what I really got planned. No, I'm talking about.
Talk to him now.
That's what I really got planned. God is good, man. I'm the youngest one out there. I'm the youngest black man out. You know youngest heterosexual black man that we got elected in a long time.
Nah, for sure.
No, they don't really let us in there.
Nah, for real. There was an uproar in the city too.
They mad at me for saying that. I might get in trouble for saying that. That they don't really let us in there, but they don't really let us in there.
Hey man, guess what, man? That's how you feel. That's how you feel. One thing about the freedom of speech and freedom of voice is, as long as you ain't saying anything against nobody or anything, nobody can't say that. And they can't get mad because I'm a trap nigga.
Yeah.
Oh, you're not a nigga. I know what you was talking about. Where I'm from, I'm a trap nigga. I'm a street nigga. I'm a real nigga. And I say that with pride. Now, if you want to talk about the black man conversation, that's enough. I can talk that too. And I definitely understand too.
The biggest black
understand
man.
that too, though.
That's what we talking about.
Exactly.
Biggest.
But I'm a product of my environment, and I embrace where I'm from. And me embracing that gave me the smarts to be like the same like you. Like, you know what? Let me see what these folks talking about. So when they say something to me, like, I ain't one of these stupid ass niggas.
That was my whole mindset.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm a no.
Better play with somebody else.
Yeah.
Let me slide. Yo, my mindset is now. Y'all just let me slide. I don't mean no harm. You don't want no problem with me. I be tripping sometimes. Yeah. Just let me slide.
Just let me slide, man.
Let all this slide, man.
Hey, now I'm speaking for a lot of people who feel like a lot of ways I do, man. So it might come out. I might have some ancestors to come out, some homies who gone, some people who frustrated, some old people can't speak no more. It might come out me. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I don't mean no way. If you know me, you know I'm a good person.
But here go the caveat. I went and got degrees too.
For sure.
I literally went and got degrees, and I did everything you supposed to do. So the only way, when I ran for office, man, I want to talk about something. When I ran for office, can me and you sit next to each other, right? Mm-hmm. I smile in all my pictures, right? Mm-hmm. I control my image. Get what I learned? They don't call me an angry black man if I ain't smiling. Not nothing crazy, but the feel I'm in, I better be smiling, right? My first meeting with the northern part of my district, right, with some white folk. Get what the first question they asked me. What gang you in? Bro, do I look like I'm in a gang? That's how I was dressed. So they treat all of it locked in. That's why I keep, when I move around, I be like, bro, man, imagine what I'm going through. When I go out there, they ask me what gang I'm in. Man, what? They say, what's your deepest, darkest secret? We're going to find out. What are we talking about? That was a real question at a meet and greet while I was running for office. Cause they said, who is this man? How he get all them votes? Cause I got into the runoff. I ain't need no extra folks to get into the runoff. God was so good to me. And they finally tried to meet me. Their first question, what gang you in? You know what I'm saying?
How that make you feel?
It let me know that I got to keep going hard, right? So I say shouting and I say expeditiously. I love saying that, right? I say expeditiously, right? So Atlanta, to be from Atlanta means, shouting and expeditiously. All of them might not, the other city might not know expeditiously means get that thing done fast. All of us in this city know that because we know the big words and we know how to say shout it, right? And so they don't like me calling that to say shout it. They wish I would only say expeditiously like that. Right? Mm-hmm. And so because I don't do that, and I know how to do it. I was a communications coordinator for the largest union in America. I had 19 states I ran. I would travel for 230 days a year for 5 years, man. Hillary Clinton hired me to run the entire state of Florida data for her when she was running for president. So imagine, Hillary hired me for that. You ask me what gang I'm in? I got to go hard. Cause if they think I'm in the gang, what they think about my nephew who got dreads? Man, I got to get the power back, shouter. Imagine they asked me that. So man, that's what I be trying to tell folks. Like, man, when I be really fighting, I be pulling up on folks. Then you got the black people that be haters because it's in me, not on me.
It's a big difference.
You got the elected black officials, they haters because it's in me, not on me. They be like, boy, what that is on you? You can't buy that kind of cologne. No, I'm talking about. You want your mama to die too when you were 2? You can get it then. You can get what's in me if your mama died. If your mama got shot over 17 times, she was 2. Your mama ain't get shot over 17 times, she was 2. If you ain't grow up in the trap house.
If your daddy wasn't down.
If your daddy was in and out, but my dad a real one, solid one. If I call my dad any time in life, he gonna give me a 20. He can't give me a $100 when he was, but he gonna pull up every day for a 20. He gonna check anybody that play with me. He's a solid man to this day, right? Ain't got all the, hey man, my dad is single, ladies. No, I'm talking about real deal player. Got wear a hat like the right here, got his arm out the window, looking how he supposed to look, and his son gonna be the mayor one day, right? So I'm telling you, my dad a real one. I ain't gonna never switch up on him. Know what I'm saying? So,
but if you ain't been through all this, you can't have this on you. Yeah, you don't understand.
It ain't on me, it's in me.
And no matter how much I explain this to you, you would never understand.
Man, my brother, and my sister never graduated high school. My brother older than me, my sister younger than me. So I'm telling you that I grew up in a trap house for real. You ain't supposed to make it out of that. So I'm telling you, you ain't want it. God is good to me, man. I had a pillow. Stop playing with me, cause I ain't gonna never let up. I will really put my foot on your face for real, man. It's a blood sport. Know what I'm saying? And I'm trying to help some real people. So imagine you got the difference between me and them other politicians, right? Imagine you got one from it, right? I just told I grew up in, so I'm supposed to be the one that you send to the room. Spread up, y'all. Right? So imagine you got somebody from it, right? Who then say, man, I'm gonna try this other stuff out. And the only thing they can tell you in their field is no. Man, you can hear no 1,000 million times.
Every day.
Only thing you said no. And you really can't tell me no on the councilman. Who gonna tell me no? Right? Your job is to find a way to tell me yes. And so my goal is to get resources back to my people. And so I'm willing to do whatever it takes to get resources back to my people, right? And you can't do nothing but find a way to tell me yes. And I know that. So even when you tell me no, you got to go talk to your boss because you can't say the word N-O to this young boy from Cleveland Avenue. So you got to figure out how to get to a Y-E-S, right? I'm going to wait on it, man. I'm going to take something back from my folks. I just had Christmas in September, bro. You ever heard of
that? Nah, I talked to him.
Every Labor Day, man, we having Christmas. It's Christmas on Labor Day in Zone 3 on Brown Mill Road where the road ain't fixed up yet. You know what I'm saying? I'm working with a lady who started her business with $25, right? I used to stand in line with my grandma and get sack lunches. Me and my cousin, right? And now we having Christmas in September. We gave away white FO1 to all the kids. Man, we had 800 family pull up. White one. We know what white ones mean. The white ones?
The white ones?
We know what they mean, right?
Yeah,
in September. So we did a criminal. You just said we did a back to school drive where we gave everything away. Then did September. And we're going to do criminal. No, I'm talking about.
Why you don't think other people don't do this in their district? Why do you don't think other people give back to the people that they, every time it's time to vote, the people who they trying to promote the most in front of? Why you don't think?
Some of them be trying in different kind of ways, and also it ain't on me, it's in me. So like I literally am trying to be what I needed. And so imagine, bro, I got the resources. Like today I met with Shay Alexander. She's our clerk of Fulton County. Man, support her. I'm gonna introduce her to you too. She our clerk, so she on everything with the courts. You need to know these folks, bro. For sure. Imagine you just supposed to know these folks so you can call somebody, get somebody out of jail. Yeah. Parlay, I know folk calling you talking about my partner got locked up, right? You know who to call when somebody get locked up?
Yeah. Nah, I don't know how to call her.
I'm trying to tell you, I'm trying to make sure you know the people to call when somebody get locked up so we can get some it differently for us, right? But I just remember what the question was. You just made me go somewhere. What that question was?
I forgot too.
Yeah, man. I'm trying to tell you, we just working. We just going. But
what the question was?
You asked why other politicians don't do it.
All right, I'm gonna keep going. So
that nigga don't smoke.
He don't smoke at all.
Yeah, good ass man.
Good man.
Hey, listen, y'all. It's about 8 people there. Everybody was like, he the only one remember. Appreciate it, dog. That little cud too.
Man, I love him to death.
Yeah.
I love him to death. He stuck head to feet with me. He ain't had no pillow some night, but he growed up. Yeah. Everybody here, he's 6 years younger. He younger than me. Yeah. So everybody his generation, he had a pillow on.
Yeah, he had done learned already.
But all my cousins with him, one of my cousins from over here, DeLauren, Small Fry. His mama Tia, right? He was MDC. You know what I'm saying? He got kicked by a palmer though, they say. Not that crazy, but he used to have pillow with them and hydro them. You know what I'm saying? But he say what make other politicians not do this? Man, they don't know no better. And like how they leverage resources. All of it is about like when somebody talk to me, the first thing they say, I be helping kids. Even though they ain't help nobody, right? Can I tell you what that means? They trying to imagine when you meet a girl, not you and me. Yeah. We good, right? Yeah. But before we were good, when we meet a girl, we try to say something to interest her. Man, I'm a boss. They trying to interest me. You know what I'm saying? How do you get me to remember your name? I might not even. I know your name, Parlay. I hang with billionaires. I know the billionaires now. I might not know the millionaires name. I definitely don't know the 100,000 name. And if you got worth 50,000, I definitely don't know your name. Not that crazy. Unless you from this. And I know you from doing the real work. And so how do you get to know me? And so you get to know me by helping young people.
Yep. So when people call you like, hey, listen, man, what can we do? I got some whoop in here. I got some kids need this. I got this situation going on. How can you help? That's the first step. Hey, help me help my cause.
They probably already been doing it before they call me. Imagine if the person who gave them my number, I already told them what to be doing. Yeah. Man, God is so good. God is so good. The person that gave them my number told them, hey, man, the man represent this whole area. Who you helping over there? So before you start doing business in this area, you be helping somebody. You know what I'm saying? And I can't wait to show you how to help people. Today, I had a meeting with somebody. They said, hey, man, how can I help you? I said, well, I don't need no money. I need some sweat equity.
Sweat equity.
I need some folk to pass out some boxes. Cause I got 1,000 people pull up every other Friday for boxes of food at Roselle Fan. I need some people to help me pass out them boxes. Yo, I got 345 people signed up tomorrow for Uber Eats. Can I tell you what that means? Mm-hmm. That means I'm going to send them a box of food via Uber Eats. That's typically my seniors. They live in an old folk home. They can't drive to Roselle Fan. So I need help putting together those boxes so I can send them to my seniors because my job is to take care of the people that are in my district.
The big shit, dog.
Oh, we taking the money, man. Imagine what I'm doing, bro. I hope you understand I'm downtown snatching the money, passing it out. If I, man,
they don't like that, do it.
Man, they trying to figure out how to, they supposed to do it. I just said, I ain't said in them one time. God is good. I ain't supposed to say, my wife get mad when I say that word. All right, so they trying to figure out how to do it because the city of Atlanta was set up to where rich people can help everybody else get right. The city of Atlanta was set up to say, not you, Parlay. I give you a job, work from the back of a truck. Get what I would do. Your kids, yours and mine, yours get the same thing mine get. That's what the city was set up for. And so you got people. That's why Buckhead finna leave the city. Buckhead like, hey, man, them folk robbing us. Them folk breaking our cars. What going on? Y'all ain't get on the money? No, they ain't give it to us. I promise you they ain't give it to us. Cascade look better than the other side of the city. Them folk kept the money on Cascade. Man, you know that. But all they got a golf course in our community. You know why? Because they used to spread the money out. So we had a generation of politicians that stopped spreading the money out, and I came back down there. Give it back to me. That's why that's why I'm making sure I come to the real platform to tell the real story. So we have people to come down there and talk about, hey man, send them folks some money. We ain't tripping. We really could in this city, man, we could do direct payments to single women, single parent women. Can I tell you what that means?
Mm-hmm. Talk to them.
I'm trying to give $500 a month to over 100 women to show y'all we should give it to 1,000 women, right? Mm-hmm. And I'll tell you what that means. I mean, like, if you got a baby and you live in my district, I just want to give you $500 just for living there, right? Just to help you out. Just to help you out. Because the city of Atlanta, people live in this city and making so much money off this city, they supposed to help the people that live here. And so in Alaska, they do it. In other countries, in other cities, they do it. And on Boulevard, they're doing it for a couple of people. But when Councilman Lewis, that black young boy asked to do it, they call it direct payments. When that young black boy asked to do it, man, they slowed me. But they been moving like molasses with me. I know they can do it. We got the money sitting right there. I want to give a, you know what I'm saying? Imagine I say, look, let me do a test. Let me just do 100 people. I ain't asking for no money. Let me give them $500 a month like the guy is on Boulevard. Let me be direct with who I give it to.
Facts.
Let me change some lives.
I ain't
talking about nobody that moved here from California last week. They want some assistance because California too expensive. And they just moved to Atlanta. They're homeless. They want some help right now. We want to help them too. I'm talking about the girl from Pavilion or from Four Seasons, not from Far Cold, Four Seasons that grew up in the city, graduated from South Atlanta with me. The girl from Bowen Home that graduated from Dub with you, still live in the city. Now she lives somewhere else in the city. She live in Mechanicsville or in Heritage Station in Pittsburgh. Not nothing crazy, but I just want to give $500 a month. To say, hey, I want to see this work. I want to see if I give you $500 a month, would you be more successful? Imagine they run them kind of store, them kind of tests in America, bro. In some cities, they just giving people money. You ever heard of something like that?
Kind of like, not something in that term of that, but you seen what happened? You seen what happened when goddamn they gave them 1,200? Boy, everybody was rich, boy. All the business was bunking, all the hot wing spots, all the seafood spots, all the clothing spots.
Hey, look, 1942. Well, ain't nobody drove on 1942 cents. Am I tripping?
Nah.
The Zoo 1942 was bumping on the ground. Bumping on the social media.
Sure was.
You know what I'm saying? Ain't that crazy? But I'm saying, imagine if that's what I'm trying to do, and they moving like molasses. You know what I'm saying? God is good. We just need people to start talking about direct payments. Hey, man, we need people to say, hey, man, I'm from the city. Find a way to give us something. Not if everybody don't want it, that's on them.
They're cool.
Damn, that's cool. But why I can't get it if I need it? You know what I'm saying? Because we know y'all just boost the price of rent up here. Y'all sold it to Tyler Perry. Y'all sold it to them. Ain't nobody getting nothing, man. Y'all got the belt line coming. Y'all building that belt line. That thing beautiful. Beautiful. They don't even accept cash on the belt line. Not that crazy. Imagine going to Punch City Market, walking there having your drink at Bar Vegan, and you don't got no credit card. You in default, but you got cash. You got a big old bankroll on you. You know what I'm talking about? Them folks say, man, we want to take cash. Imagine you see your son down there. Cause I see my nephew down there, and I give him $100 cash. Wow. He said, hey, I'm gonna give you that back. Can you cash app it to me? What you mean cash app? He said, man, I don't take nothing in here. And if I give it to my partner, either I'm gonna lose $5 from trying to accept it, or he ain't gonna send me 103. Cause you know cash app want $3 to get it. You know what I'm saying? So that was it. So last week, I dropped the bill to make it to where every business in the city got to accept cash. That the power that we got down there. Just cause my nephew had that experience, and I said, man, you got to accept cash now. I don't care what you saying today. Tomorrow you got to accept cash. I ain't even beef for them. I change their law. So that's the kind of power that we can put in young people when we send them down there. They can be talking about getting our ladies $500 a month because you're a single parent.
No, that's dope. No, I'm
talking about.
No,
that's why we got to send our own people down there.
I'm going to ask you this. What's the next step? I heard you that before, but I want to just be clear. I want to hear people to understand the question.
I'm running for my seat again. So in 2 years, I'll be running for a city council person in District 12. But, man, I tell you, God is so good, I'm going to go where the people tell me to go.
For sure.
The city of Atlanta is my passion. I know that the entire city needs some stuff that I know we can help with. And I know people ain't tripping about helping people. Imagine I know that black folk and white folk in this city ain't tripping. We've been brushing elbows together for so long. It's crazy, right? Only people tripping are the folk downtown who don't know that the white folk with real money trying to help poor black people so they don't come get them. Not that crazy. I'm telling you. I promise you, they don't want you. They don't want nobody.
We don't want you going through, come up here fucking with us and start causing problems.
They don't want you doing that crazy. Man, they really want you to get a
do
job.
Your thing. Yeah, help. We want to help you out. We want to help you. Ain't you doing this stuff? It's a lot of people who really want to help in this city. Because I think a lot of these people from the city is really for the city.
Yes, sir.
You see what I'm saying? I think it's just bridging the gap of finding people who know how to distribute these funds to the people who need to be go to. Because a lot of these people downtown don't really know nobody. Yeah, you probably grew up on Gresham Road when you was 30, 35 years ago, but you don't even know who over there now. Yeah. You see what I'm saying? So how do you know who to go back to say, hey, we're going to do this, we're going to do this. You see what I'm saying? So I think that's special. And I think that's where you draw the line at, like, I know the people. And I don't just know the people on my area. I know the people in the other areas too. I know the who's who. Oh, you wanna get these young niggas to stop doing this crazy shit? You need to go talk to this nigga. You need to go talk to him. You need to go talk to him. That's who's gonna get these young niggas down.
Crime went down in zone 3, y'all, since I got elected.
Sure.
I'm gonna keep letting folk know that crime went down in zone 3. I got some of the people that were a part of the YCL trial that was on the stage jobs. I mean, not on stage, sitting in that courtroom that was part of that RICO. I got them jobs with the city of Atlanta. Not that crazy because the city of Atlanta hired felons. Reach out. Apply, but you got to tap in. You might have to tap in sanitation first. You might have to get on the back of the trash truck at first, right? It's part of life, right? But you got to start from somewhere. You don't even need a high school diploma or they don't even do background checks. But you got to start. You might start on the back of the trash truck. You know what I'm saying? So I understand that the goal is to get the resources out to people. Your mama treat you better. Your girlfriend treat you better. Your grandma treat you better when you got a job with benefits. I promise you. You know what I'm saying? I'm watching it happen. You acting like you don't know, partner. We know that our uncle that worked for the city was living better than the other folk, right?
Yeah, he was.
Am I tripping?
All the city workers work good. They don't
come
leave.
Get one of them city jobs, one of them county jobs, and quit tripping, and do whatever you. Come get one of these jobs. You got that. The goal is you got to have a form of income coming in.
No, for sure that. For sure that. I heard you spoke on Boo earlier. You know what I'm saying? I want to say, rest easy, Boo. You know what I'm saying? Boo was a good friend of mine, especially in high school. Boo probably Boo is the one who really introduced me to Zone 3 as a whole. That's the first one I started going over there, really going to projects. This is high school. I'm 15, 16, 17 years old. We driving over there, and I'm going through all the projects. Now I know him and him and him. Speak about your relationship with Boo.
Man, I love Boo. I remember one time I was at the park. I'm a little younger than Boo, right? I remember one time at the park, and I was a basketball star where I was from, so Boo loved me. I could shoot the jump shot.
That's all he want to do, bet on basketball court.
Oh, I was the person he used to bet on, right? He used to take me all across the city to shoot jump shots and play basketball before I went to college for basketball. I went to college on a basketball scholarship. But I remember one time I was at the court multiple times, and it'd be 100 people in the park, and Boo would spend $70 on buying McDonald's sandwiches, right? Can I tell you what he would do with the McDonald's sandwiches? Because 100 people, 200 people in the park, we'll split them down the middle. Then we'll buy 50 sodas, 50 Gatorade. Gatorade used to be $1, right? 50 Gatorade from the gas station. He'll send somebody up that'll get it. They'll bring it back. And we'd be at the park from 8 a.m. to 9 a.m., 12 a.m. to 12 p.m. You know what I'm talking about? All day long.
Yeah, 12-hour shift.
The guaranteed meal was Boo. I'm just keeping it real. Like, I just remember those days in which I pull up, man, the only person feeding folk. Because they mama, we living through situations where I'm a victim of it. I always talk about gun violence in a different way because I'm a victim of gun violence at the age of 2. You know what I'm saying? So I know what gun violence and drug wars, the Atlanta-Miami drug war they don't want to talk about. They killed my mama.
That's one of the biggest in the city.
That was a real one, though.
Nah, that was probably the biggest turning point in the streets of Atlanta.
And I'm a product of it, right?
For sure.
We know the drugs went down to a price that they ain't never went back up to.
Automatic guns, we ain't never seen it before. But see, that's a different time too.
My mama got killed one of them.
Yeah.
So that's why when they say what we dealing with right now, we can fix, right? And we know we need to get some folks some money, man. Let that money go. I'm not there trying to let the money go. Pull up on me. Them folks trying to make it where you can't spend cash in the city of Atlanta, bruh. That's what we talking about. Imagine we got people, our young boys selling water, right? And we tripping calling water, but we need to give them a job. Give them some. They selling water, they need some. We ain't tripping. That's why I pull up and give them some. And I told the water boy in Cleveland, in my district, you couldn't sell water no more. I gave them all a job. Ask about it. Ask about it. Only people ain't get a job who ain't fill out their application on time. And then I extended it again. You still ain't fill it out. You waited till you seen all your friends had a job, and it was too difficult to get you one. When I'm 3 weeks left in summer, right? I'm telling you that we making it well, bro. You ain't selling water. Get in. I'm gonna drive you down the street to the get you a job. Gonna make it $15 an hour. I know you don't make that. I know you don't make that. My little cousin, his little brother used to sell water on Cleveland. You know how you used to get the first case of water? You steal the first case, right? Man, that you used to go to the Kroger on Cleveland. My trip is steal the first case, sell some water, then go buy some Gatorade and some ice, set back up, then go to Buckhead, get some money. Not that crazy, but that was I used to sell peanut butter, and I used to be a paper boy. You know the paper boy?
Yeah, paper boys get their money.
So it ain't nothing new. Ain't nothing new in the city. I was a paper boy. I was the truth with it. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
She even got down the dollar for your trash. Take your trash out.
I wasn't taking trash out. I used to grab.
That's the best. The first hustle in the project.
Nah, you're right. I used to do the Nah, you're right. I used to cut grass.
Because you said y'all had a lot of houses because y'all did have a lot of houses.
I used to cut grass. Me and him used to walk down the street with a lawnmower and just knock on doors and cut grass. Now I got a job at the golf course, right? Mm-hmm. And my cousin used the golf course on Cleveland Avenue. Mm-hmm. They brought me in. I used to bring all my little cousins up there with me so they can make some money too. Get how they used to make their money. What? I used to have them watch the golf carts for me. Mm-hmm. I let them have all the tips. Just literally bring 2 or 3 of my little cousins up there. Y'all had the tips so they can start to try. I used to read newspaper. I've been a boss my whole life, right? Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? But not that crazy. I also knew they need to make some money. My job was to watch golf carts. All of us messed up. I used to bring all my cousins because we hang out. We read the sports section of the newspaper together, and we watch cars. And all of them make some money. But I'm telling you that we got some young hustlers in this city. I just told they better than any kids in the world. The young people in this city better than all of them. That's why we influence. When Andre 3000 say the South got something to say, no, we tuck it. We just say we on the end, we want it all.
Nah, for sure.
We not a shell with each other.
Nah, for sure. We definitely
all the stars in our trap. When we was in the
everybody.
Trap, everybody getting
it. Everybody got their own thing. Huh? Nah, for sure. Everybody got their own. You got your own star. You got your own star quality. Everybody got their own star quality.
That's us.
You know what I'm saying?
Ain't that changed?
Nah, for sure. Man. And good talking to you, man. Appreciate you taking your time out, dog. Tell everybody where they can follow you at.
Antonio Lewis, ATL personal page. Councilman Lewis is my City of Atlanta page. If you have a city question, send it to Councilman Lewis. If you send it to Antonio Lewis, ATL, I'm going to send it to Councilman Lewis. I'm going to still respect you. I'm going to still respond to you sometime. It's going to be crazy. You get that minute?
Yeah.
You get that? You respond how long?
No, I have to do that too. Like, this email is not for this.
I'm making sure.
You know what I'm saying? You want to send beats, send it to this email.
I'm making sure I ain't tripping.
Nah, you ain't tripping.
Hey, and get what, man? I know some itching for a lick. Hey,
yeah, nah, for real.
Yeah, I've been waiting on y'all to drop it.
Nah, for real. Real Zone 3 and 2.
Man,
yeah,
Jug.
Real
First rapper from Cleveland Avenue. Jug, man.
Nah, for real, man.
Jug in the build. Hey, look, man, when Jug made it, the whole Cleveland Avenue made it.
When we do the video, make sure you're in the video.
Cleveland now,
whole
Jumbo
Zone 3.
Road, whole Zone 3.
Cleveland now, Jumbo Road, the whole Zone 3.
Quit playing.
Nah, for real, man. Appreciate you talking about the show, dog.
Locked in.
We're going to do it again. 2 years, get ready. You know what I'm saying? 2 more years, get ready. We doing it. You know what I'm saying? We got to get my dog back elected. You know what I'm saying? But until then, you already know. It's your boy Parlay. Live from the ATM Lounge. And we're in the Partments with Parlay.
Let's go.
Meet me in the Partments.